Okay, how's everybody doing? Once again, my name is Kent. The channel is EOS San Diego, and I make a nightly video about the blockchain. And tonight I saw something happen that I haven't seen happen in a long time, which is, sure. How you doing? I saw you guys skating a little bit. How you doing?
Good.
Good. We're talking about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, all that stuff.
Cryptocurrencies and
Yeah,
Bitcoin.
yeah.
All I know is that you can't retrace it.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's on the blockchain, so it's immutable, and yeah, you can't track it down. So pretty cool stuff. Where are you from?
Here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, born and raised.
Yeah, you're a good skater.
Thanks.
Okay. Thanks for being in the video.
Yeah. Thanks for on me.
Okay. She was out skating in front of me, and she was doing a really good job. So yeah. So back to Bitcoin. So I was talking a little bit about Bitcoin, and I saw Bitcoin go down below 8,000 today, which is kind of unusual, given that Bitcoin has been around for 10 years. Bitcoin is going to be halved here pretty quickly. I think about 7 or 8 months. The rewards are going to be half as much as they are now, and also Bitcoin is being adopted by so many people. So the fact that Bitcoin goes down below $8,000 is pretty ridiculous. I think it's a real bargain. It's a real buy here. I think a lot of people are going to take advantage of it, and I think it's getting ready to load up for a big run, because it has been depressed here for a while and things are down. So get ready for this thing to come back to where it was maybe a couple of years ago. See Bitcoin back over 10,000, hopefully over 20,000. That would be nice. So I think that the crypto market's due for a big increase in value. So the other thing I want to talk about a little bit tonight is I want to talk about how you doing? I don't get run over here. I want to talk about. First of all, I want to say thank you to Martin. We asked people last night to share the Medium link that we wrote about challenge. He was able to share it on a couple different places. I think a couple different telegrams, Lemios or something like that, LEMEOS or something like that. He was able to share, and he did that, and we appreciate it. We gave him 5,000 tokens today for that. Thank you, Martin. The offer is good for anybody else. We had a really good day for downloads today, so that helped. Thanks, Martin. We really appreciate it. So we'll put the link for the Medium down below and how to play a challenge. And if you want to do that and get tokens like Martin, we'll be happy to do that. And thank you very much, Martin. The other thing I want to talk a little bit about is I want to talk about how really cryptocurrency is the only play for most people. And why I say that is I say that, like Peter Thiel is said before, that if you have $1 million in this country, in the United States, or probably anywhere, the equivalent of $1 million, you're pretty much broke. You don't even have enough money to defend yourself in a lawsuit, if somebody sues you. So if $1 million means that you're pretty much broke in the United States or anywhere else in the world, how are you going to come up with $1 million, given the fact that a lot of people don't make anything close to $1 million a year, or even make even a few $100,000 a year? How are you ever going to come up with $1 million? To even be at a position where you're considered broke with $1 million, the only way you're going to be able to get yourself into some sort of financial, having some financial stability is if you get involved with something like cryptocurrencies. It's going to be very difficult to make $1 million doing much else. You can do a lot of things in this world. You can work at a job, you can save a lot of money, you can invest in real estate, you can invest in about anything you want to invest in, but those returns are usually going to be well beneath what you need to acquire $1 million, especially if you're getting a little bit older like I am. I mean, I don't have a lot of time to acquire money, so obviously making that kind of money is going to be very difficult for somebody my age. The cryptocurrencies still give you an opportunity to do that. They still give you an opportunity to make those kinds of returns, that kind of money, even though there isn't a lot of time for a lot of us to do that. So yeah, this is the only play in town. This is the only way people are going to really get ahead, is by doing the cryptocurrencies. So when you see Bitcoin down around below $8,000 and you got any excess cash, it might not be a bad idea to pick up some Bitcoin, or at least 1 Bitcoin or 2 Bitcoin. That's how we got started. I think we bought a Bitcoin. I can't remember what we bought it for, but it wasn't very much. And of course, it went up, and of course then we bought some EOS, and it's just built and built and built and built from that. So yeah, buying Bitcoin around these prices probably is not a bad idea, given the fact that you know, it could go up to 100,000 very easily, or 200,000 or 300,000. So yeah, Bitcoin at this price is a pretty good idea. EOS at this price is a very good idea. The cryptocurrencies are very inexpensive right now. The cryptocurrencies are probably one of the few ways people can actually make enough money to be financially independent, be financially stable, not have to worry about how they're gonna survive throughout the rest of their life. And yeah, this is the way to be. This is the way to go. This is what I got involved with this for. I got involved with this to help people get financial freedom, and the cryptocurrencies are certainly that. Especially if you're investing at these levels, you got a lot of upside potential. So, not a bad time to get involved. Not saying they couldn't go lower, because that's always possible. But you got to take a long-term approach. If you do any kind of investing, you're not going to invest in the stock market. You're not going to invest in real estate. You're not going to invest in any other kind of investments without taking a little bit of a long-term approach. And that's the same thing here. So if you buy Bitcoin at these prices, I think you're going to be pretty good, in pretty good shape. Not to mention the fact that the equities, stock markets, all the equities, have been on a 10-year run. So they've been going up for 10 years now. There's no place for them to go. They've pretty much tapped it out. There's no place for these equity markets to continue to grow, continue to climb, and for people to get good returns. And then you can see what the interest rates are. I think it would take 800 years to acquire $1 million if you're putting money on the interest. So yeah, I mean, it's just like, yeah, this is it. Bitcoin or die, EOS or die, cryptocurrency or die. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.